What brought me to physical therapy was that I had some pain from my right leg in the front, from the knee up. And it would, every once in a while, be a nerve pain that would make me flinch. And I went and I had doctors look at me and had x-rays and MRIs taken, and finally had a back and nerve pain doctor suggest I come to Superior Therapy. If I drove for more than a half an hour, it was painful to get out of the car. I would put my hands on the top of the door and I'd stand there and wiggle my legs until I got them some motion where I could move. The pain wasn't enough to make me come down, but the pain was enough for my face to show that I had some pain somewhere. So it was always in my right leg, somewhere between the knee and the waist in the front. You know, I was probably unsure of myself at times. I remember being out in Utah and going up to see the pyramid, the arches, and had to stop at one point. I thought I got vertigo. As I think back on it, I think what it was is just being unsure of the next step. Was this was the one that was going to take me to my knee, or you know? But I did everything that we planned on doing, but I was slower and had some uncertainty in my mind as to what the next step was going to bring. I went through I talked to the doctors and said, you know, what's wrong? Everything came back, all the doctors and all the x-rays and MRIs all came back. You have an L4, L5 problem. And when they brought me over to Superior Therapy, they ran me through various exercises, stretches, and things improved. I told them, I said, as time went on, I don't remember how many weeks, but that it moved from down close to my knee to mid-thigh to up to the top of my leg, to the back of my buttocks. I said, hey, you finally got it back to the source. I mean, we can't do anything about the source, but at least I don't have that pain in my legs. And then, I don't know, a few weeks later, all of a sudden it showed up in the back of my left leg. And went through more therapy, and then all of a sudden it was in the front of my left leg, and went through more therapy. And so it was about a 3.5 year ordeal before I finally went back to the doctor and said, you've got to take an MRI. And I skipped a spot in there. The reason I went back to the doctor is when I came to Superior Therapy, instead of them saying, let's do this, okay, let's do this, now do those things at home once or twice a day. All of a sudden I was hearing them say, next time you come in, we're going to try this. Next time we're going to try this. And all of a sudden I realized that they were scratching their head as to what to do to relieve the pain, as opposed to the stretches they were giving me were relieving the pain. So I went back to the doctor and they did an MRI and found out that I had a cyst inside my spinal cord. And there wasn't any therapy that was going to solve that. So I had that removed and woke up immediately saying I'm 20 years younger, because I had no idea I was hiding that much pain. But I got through the 3.5 years because of Superior's exercises and stretches, and I used to kid them about, you know, my problem is in my leg and you're working on my ankle. So they know that everything's connected and they seem to have a pretty good idea as to which stretch will help you where. Now that I've had the cyst removed, I know my age and I know my tightness, and but I can go through life without pain. It's been just wonderful. I do a lot of the stretches that they showed me, and to help just live a better life, and being able to stretch is important. My sister's brother-in-law is staying with me for the summer, and he has an arthritic neck. And I suggested that he come over here, and he went to see the doctor, and the doctor suggested also that he come here. So not only pain in the leg that I had, but he is now having most of the day free of pain in his neck because of whatever the exercises are and stresses. So Superior Therapy seems to know the body and seems to know what stretches to do to make things more livable. It may not solve the source, but they can get the pain back to the source, and then it may take something more than that. But they're a great way to avoid surgery for as long as you can.